Hello, it's Gigimurakami, and welcome back to another vlog. It has been a very busy few weeks, and I didn't vlog much of it, to be honest. Very tiring few weeks. My birthday passed last month, today actually, just to get you updated. Today's June the 17th. And yeah, my birthday was May 25th. My birthday passed almost a full month now. And I don't think I've vlogged since then, really. Yeah, it's been like a long few couple of weeks. At the end of May, I went to DreamCon, which was, I'm gonna add some footage, just some random footage. Probably won't be my footage, but because I didn't take much footage. I didn't take any footage really. And then directly after DreamCon that next weekend was TCAF, the Toronto Comic Arts Festival, which was cool because I was invited to come as a guest this year, which was really nice. And I got put up in a very nice hotel, and I will put that footage. I actually have that footage. So, but yeah, it was a lot. It was a very long couple of weeks. At Toronto Comic Arts Fest, actually, I was supposed to be doing 2 panels. I was supposed to do a panel on that Friday, which is the day before the actual exhibiting begins. And then I was also supposed to do a D&D game that I was hyping up online, and I couldn't do either of those panels. Why? I will tell you why. The first reason, the first panel, and why I couldn't do that one was because my flight was canceled. I had a 7:49 a.m. flight out of New York City into Toronto, and I was supposed to get to Toronto around 8-ish, almost 9 o'clock, if not early 9 o'clock. And that first panel was supposed to be at 12 p.m. So in the afternoon, I had more than enough time to check in and do all the things that I need to do and get prepped for that panel. And that was going to be with my friend Jillian Rhodes, who is the founder of Manga and Libraries. Please go check her stuff out. Especially if you have any friends who are parents whose kids are like super into manga, but like the parents are like, I don't know about this manga business. Yeah, she has great resources to let you know what is kid appropriate in manga. But yeah, that panel was supposed to be with her and a few other manga colleagues. And unfortunately I couldn't go because my flight was delayed. A little bit of tea on that actually, because it's kind of crazy how that situation went down. I'm also gonna draw a little bit as I talk about this. Interesting how that went down. So like I said, my flight was supposed to leave at 7:49 that Friday, and my flight was not only delayed, it wasn't even delayed. My flight was canceled. It was straight up canceled and rebooked with Air Canada to leave at 6 a.m. So almost like a whole 2 hours earlier. It's already quite a struggle to wake up to reach a flight, to like get to a flight at 7:49 a.m. But now we're talking about 6 a.m. So before, where I might have had to wake up at like 5:30, I am now having to wake up at like 4:30. And then oddly enough, like I was able to see the flight change because I did not go to bed on time. I had a very, very important meeting that Thursday that went phenomenal. And that lasted longer than I expected, because I was just having a great time. It's a very important meeting that hopefully I will be able to talk about in the future. That will be very, very exciting. I know that sucks to like kind of be left out in the dark. I'm sorry, but I don't want to jinx it. And nothing has happened. Nothing's come from it yet. So I don't want to just be talking, you know? Coming from this very fun, nice, amazing time, this meeting that like dinner meeting that turned into like a coffee meeting and like just like a great experience. I was still up because I had Turkish coffee at like 7 in the evening. So your girl was still awake. I was awake well into like 1, 2 in the night, still kind of like packing up and a little bit, not too much. I had done a lot of my packing, but just little bits and bobs and stuff. And I saw that my flight had not only been canceled, but rebooked to an earlier flight, which I was like, what the freak? But okay, I guess I'm not getting any sleep. My plan was I'm gonna go there, do my panel, promptly get to bed right after this panel is done. Or take a nap, not get to bed, but take a nap. So Shinji drives me to the airport. We get there. I am at check-in for Delta, and the people at Delta are like, you are in the wrong terminal. You are supposed to be at the Air Canada terminal. That's where we've booked your flight. Y'all, I received no notifications, no emails, nothing, not even like an update in the app that like I have to change terminals. I literally received nothing in the app. Nothing other than like your flight has been canceled and rebooked and it's at this time. I was like not able to check in. One of the ladies that was working there, you know, like you check in at the airport, they got those little electric kiosks that you have to like get your bag tags. I knew I wasn't going to be able to check in because my app was like not functioning normally. So I was trying to just like make a beeline to the gate. And the lady is like, well, have you checked in? And I was like, I can't check in. And she said something slick and I like reversed it back on her and said it's slick too. And then she was like, let's try to check in. And like I told her, we couldn't check in. So I had to wait online for an agent at the main kiosk, at the main desk. Long story short on that, I kept going back and forth with the lady, like, what's going on? What's happening? Why was I rebooked? She's like, you gotta go to a different terminal. I'm like, I can't because my ride is gone because we thought it was gonna be this terminal and I received no updates, no notifications that I'd have to go to a different terminal. Long story short on that, more like long story long, but I ended up having to call like the Delta assistant people. I forget what you call them, but like it's like their hotline for like when things go bad, trying to like figure out how to fix things up. But I called this lady and like, y'all, there were no flights coming into Toronto in the morning for me to be on time for this panel. And I was like, great. Now what do I do? Fantastic. So yeah, the only flight that I had available, that they had available, was going to get to Toronto at like 4-ish. And because it takes an hour to drive from the airport into like downtown Toronto, I ended up getting to Toronto at about 5. I was not happy at all. Like, what the freak? Anywho, I missed that first panel and I missed the second panel because I ended up getting sick. As I get older, I get way more sensitive to headaches. And I had a headache that turned into a migraine, that turned into nausea at like 10 a.m. at my table. By 11 a.m., I was done. Like, I was done for the rest of the day. And because my like headache hadn't been taken care of, y'all, I was taking all the pills. I took pills, I took CBD oil. One of the programmers at the event went out to like go get some more pills for me, headache medicine and food. Like I ate, I was drinking water, I did all the things. The way my body is set up, once a headache sets in and it becomes like this intense migraine kind of headache, I'm down for the count for the entire day. It is a wrap. I don't know if I've shared this before, but I've definitely shared this like on Insta, I think. But like, y'all, I don't even drink anymore. I used to drink. I used to be like a social drinker. I don't even drink anymore because the way that my hangovers would get with these headaches, I can't do it. If I drink, I'm sat on the bed, on the couch, cannot move the next day. Maybe not even the next day, but like that night. Like my headaches get really bad. So as soon as I knew I couldn't get rid of it fast enough, I was like, yeah, this is it. This is all she wrote. So unfortunately, I couldn't do my D&D game. And I apologize to everybody who was there and hoping that I would be there for D&D. I am pretty bummed about it. I was kind of looking forward to it, especially since like I had hyped it up on my socials that I was gonna be playing D&D for the first time. That was a little sad because it was, you know, live audience. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So it was unfortunate, but the weekend came and went and it was cool for the most part. But yeah, I didn't have the strength to vlog any of it, to be honest. But I did get some shots of me drawing during my layover in Chicago that morning, because I was laid over in O'Hare for 5 hours for my Toronto flight. And it's like, shout out to my Chicagoans. You know, I got family in Chicago, got quite a few comic friends in Chicago. I love y'all. O'Hare is not it though. It is like objectively the worst airport in America. I think the only airport that comes close to like O'Hare level of like dysfunction is probably what is it, DFW, the Dallas Fort Worth, Texas airport. That one is trash as well. But you know, I don't know. There's it's just, of all airports to be stuck in for 5 hours, that was not the wave. But it's fine. It is what it is. That's where my time was basically for the past few weeks. And emails. I was drowning in emails. A lot of emails for the past like 2 weeks. Not super fond of doing so much email work and not getting a lot of artwork done. So I am glad that I am slowly moving past having to do so many emails. It's not my favorite part of this work that I'm doing, to be honest. Like I do like getting new emails. I like answering emails, but it's like when you're doing that for like 2 weeks straight and you can't get any like comic work done or any artwork done, it does kind of weigh on you, you know? It's like, what am I doing? I didn't sign up to be an admin, you know? I didn't sign up to be an executive admin assistant. Like I didn't sign up for that. 何まあ終わった。今晩ご飯を食べてないオーダーしておしゃれのホテル、メリアットあります。めっちゃおしゃれだと。多分ちょっとsomething about having rocks ちょっと差別すぎたAnyway, I'm here now and I order some food. I said I'm here now, I order some food. This place is big, the new location. I still like the library. We used to be in the library. How is so? Okay, so some exciting stuff that did happen during this time was actually, when was it? Last Sunday? I went to go see, I went to Tribeca to go see the premiere of the first episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, the first episode of season 3. And like, I'm like a low-key, high-key Star Trek fan. Low-key because I wasn't like, I don't know, like I grew up watching Star Trek, but I didn't like pay attention to it really. I was just like, it was just always there as I was growing up. And as I've gotten older, I've become more of a fan, but still like very low key. And then one of my best friends and her wife were like, yo, Star Trek though. And I was like, yo, but Star Trek though. And then after that, it's just like, I'm here. I am in the fandom. But yeah, I don't know if you can see this too well, but I was trying to draw the Strange New Worlds Uhura, played by Celia Rose Gooding, who is like so good. I'm like obsessed with her. She's so cool. Not like actually obsessed, you know, like let's not be weird, but like I just find her to be so cool. And like the show to be so cool, and just like, oh my gosh, I don't know. My fingers are like too sticky or something, but this is like, I don't know, messing with a sketch of a sportier Uhura. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. I feel like it's not looking enough like Celia though. I don't know where I'm going wrong, but this is finna be posted anyway. I feel like her skin is not dark enough. Like, I feel like my tablet, the brightness of the tablet or whatever, it's not doing what I need it to do. So it's like, I feel like I can't get my colors together because like something here is not calibrated properly. I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I like the way it's come out. It doesn't really look like her to me all that much. I'm trying to get my browns browner and it's like, it's just not letting me do it. I don't know what's going on, but you know, this is where we are. I got to see the cast during this like first episode premiere, which was really cool. I always like these kind of events where like, I don't know, I don't really attend Comic-Con very much. And if I do, I'm not going for the celebrities. I'm usually going straight to the artist alley for business stuff. And so I feel like I don't often have a chance to like be a fan of stuff anymore. I'm just like kind of going through the motions and like, I'm focusing on work and doing work stuff. I have found though that like getting into Star Trek has allowed me to like be a fan again of something. I mean, I know it's like, it's pretty notorious that like I don't really do fan art. Now that I have been doing like digital art, I'm doing so much more fan art, which is so annoying. It's so annoying, but honestly, I'm doing way more fan art now and I'm enjoying myself. But I think that there's like a correlation there, right? Like if I'm only like ever really thinking about the business stuff, it's like, well, yeah, if you don't have time to like be a fan, like it just doesn't make sense to like do fan art. I've been finding myself in that kind of like conundrum in the past. And it's been nice that like with Star Trek, I've found myself being able to like be a fan of things again. Not just Star Trek, but also with like Wicked. Also, y'all, those of y'all who are like on my Insta, I'm so sorry. Like I am so sorry. For those of y'all who don't know, when Wicked came out, because I saw the musical when I was in college with one of my good friends, Akiko. My friend Akiko came to New York and she stayed with us. We went to the same college together, and she was a transfer student from Japan. And we got really close in college. And then she stayed in at my house, my mom's house, when I was in college. She wanted to go visit New York City. And so as a nice gesture for us letting her stay at the house, she bought Wicked tickets for us. So we got to see Wicked. She was my first Glinda, because we all know how much I love Elphaba. But yeah, that's like, I first saw Wicked with the musical. I never read the book. And when the movie came out, y'all, I'm so sorry for those on my socials, but like, I was obsessed. I'm still obsessed. I bought the dolls. Like, y'all saw the dolls earlier. They sing. I'm not gonna play it because my whole shit will get shut down, but like, they sing and it's cute. And like, I feel like this is great. I'm a fan of a thing again. And it's nice being a fan of a thing. It's nice, you know, it's nice not having to, it's nice to kind of just turn your brain off and just be a fan of a thing. You know, that sounds like not great. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. It's fine. It sounds how it's gonna sound, but like, it's nice to just be a fan of a thing, to like turn your brain off from like work stuff and just be like, I really enjoy this thing. I really enjoy the work that's being put into this thing, and to just not have to think so much about it. Wicked has afforded me that luxury. Star Trek has afforded me that luxury. The Bear has also kind of afforded me that luxury, which is so funny because I'm making fanzines of all three of these things. But I don't know. It's nice to just like be a fan of a thing. I feel like it's been a minute. I don't know why that is, but it's been a minute. Anywho, that was a lot of like ranting and raving, but yeah, I went to the Tribeca premiere and it was fun. It was cool. I took some photos, I took some video, but yeah, I will play some snippets for you now.
Michelle Nichols Uhura was such a playful, flirtatious, curious, she had such a light about her that Strange New Worlds of her is still reaching toward.
Okay, I'm still working on this Uhura piece. I feel like I'm still struggling with the skin tone on this, which is crazy because I am usually very, very good with darker skin tones. So I'm not really sure what the issue I'm having here is. I really don't know if it's just like, I don't know what it is, but let's see. I'm also trying to like move things around. Ooh, that's a little too dense. Let's get a different brush. I'm moving things around on my like toolbar for Clip Studio Paint. Y'all, I am so loving Clip Studio Paint. I'm so happy that we found each other. This is such a great program. Hashtag not sponsored yet. I'm really digging this this program though. Some of the brushes that they have here are really nice too. Like some of the default brushes that they got are not too bad. But yeah, how did I not make this transition sooner? I am really digging this program. You know what? Let me not. Things happen in their own time, and that's fine. But yeah, just a quick, as I work on this still, a quick rundown of the day. My hair, oh my God, y'all. You know what's been going on? I'm wearing my headphones. I've been wearing my headphones and just like pushing my hair like this. So it's like stuck like in this weird shape. Anyway, a quick rundown of what today's events are. I have a meeting in about an hour. It is 12:08. So that important meeting that I was telling you about before TCAF that Thursday that ran over, very exciting meeting, dinner meeting that turned into a coffee meeting. I'm having a meeting with these same folks again, and it's very exciting and very fun and very cool and very exciting if things can happen the way that I would like it to happen. I think people are going to be really like, oh my God, what the heck, this is so cool. And this is like shit I've manifested. And I was very honest during that last dinner meeting and was like, you know, I manifested this. Like, I really manifested meeting with y'all in an attempt to try to like work together and create like a solid like creative partnership. So I'm really looking forward to this meeting. I'm very excited. So that is on the pipeline for today. That's happening in an hour. Your girl's about to take some CBD oil because I'm a little nervous. Even though like the last meeting was really good. But yeah, what else do I have to do today? I have a lot of comic work stuff that I need to get done. I also need to eat. I ain't eat yet. I drank water, I walked the dog. I need to eat. I have comic stuff that I need to do. I just put up my deadlines in my Notion task manager. I want to talk to y'all a little bit about Notion too. I know everybody knows Notion. It's like, it's old news, but what I want to talk about, and I don't think I'm gonna go into it right now, like the full thing, but I have figured out a way in Notion to like set up my tasks, like weekly reoccurring tasks that will keep me on track for my projects and like my longer term goals, and then like a monthly checklist to make sure that I'm good on certain things, and like particular tasks also that like keep me going. It seems in some of the instances a little like redundant, I guess, but it makes sense to me in my brain and like how I process my tasks and my information. I'm hoping to show y'all at some point, but today is not gonna be that video. But I'm excited that this task manager seems to be doing what I need to do, because I really needed a way to like I really needed a way to see all the tasks that I have to do for all of the things that I'm involved in. Stuff with like manga, stuff with Midnight Cult, which is my membership that I am launching quite soon. I have tasks for that are like monthly reoccurring tasks, but that need to be upkept throughout the month, like weekly, certain tasks like that. And then my online store, I am realizing very quickly that with my online store, I don't really have a pipeline where I can create new products and stuff like that. I kind of just create new stuff and then like that's it. But it's like, it's not pipelined and like regimented in so that I'm consistently creating new stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, I finally figured out how to make this task manager work for me, where I have my reoccurring tasks every week that prioritize all three of those things. So manga, Midnight Cult, and my online store. So like, I might need to add a few more things in to further prioritize the store. The store is always kind of like the last Mohegan that I'm thinking about. But so far, it's looking really good. I can actually show y'all. Okay, it's in dark mode. I don't know, I might screen share this, but like, can I move this out the way? There we go. I don't think I have anything that I'm not supposed to have on here, but yeah, anyway, this is the task manager. We got our girl Mary up here. I have some gifts, some horror gifts. I don't know if you can see this, but this is like what's due today, what's due next week, so I can get like a bird's eye view of what I gotta do. A little task list. I got a little Pomodoro method timer, which I don't know if I'm gonna use that here necessarily, but because I can ask, my phone to just do this, but I think it's still a good idea to have that here. We got Mary again for our monthly checklist. And we're gonna kill every last one of these tasks. And yeah, let me scroll through as quickly as I can, but these are all my tasks. Everything in green is manga, everything in red on this side is Midnight Cult. Got Alphaba. You gotta entertain yourself. You gotta have things that you enjoy in your task manager. So these are like the projects, and like as the tasks get done, these little bars on here will like go green. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. I said I wasn't gonna get into this, and then I kind of did get into it. But it's just like a quick overview, you know what I mean? Just so that you can like kind of see what I'm talking about. Like you have a visual to what I'm describing. But anyway, yeah, so far the task manager is working out. And these are like my tasks. Like not my task. These are like my projects like stuff that like personal stuff that I want to do. This has nothing to do with like client work. I have a separate task manager, a separate thing for client work. I feel like those are two different things, you know what I mean? For my task manager for client work, I brought that task manager, so I'm not gonna really get into showing y'all that because I haven't been paid to show that. But if they want to pay me, I will show it. It's pretty, I also can't really show it like that because it has like client stuff, but it's cool. It is, it's a cool like creative business task manager that I also really like and keeps me organized on the business side of things. I've been using like a lot of like planners and stuff, and to organize manga, and like I made an Instagram live where I was talking about my process to organize my ideas and stuff like that in manga. I am still planning to do that by hand, but I do want to set up like an archive of like stories and like a character tracker for my manga. No like particular stories, just like in general, I want to have like a story tracker and a character tracker for each story. So like a project folder that has the story archive with the character tracker and the characters in there. It just makes it easier for any beta readers to like get in there. It makes it easier for my agent to like get in there and see what I'm working on. And anybody that I want to show the stuff to, it just makes it easier for them to get in there as opposed to like going through my notebook and trying to decipher my handwriting. I feel like this is all like basic stuff that people know and think about and consider anyway. But you know, I'm coming from being traditional in all forms, being analog in all forms. And I still think like handwriting things out is better. So I'm not gonna get rid of like my analog planner. So like my Hobonichi planners that I write in. I don't think I will ever really get rid of those because there are personal tasks that I need to keep up with. And for my brain, like marking down events, dates that I like need to be aware of, hangouts that I'm doing, like my not schedule, but like my more like I'm going out, I have to remember that I have to be here to be on time kind of schedule. That's stuff that I still like need to write down. Because it's just, I don't know. Like I have my Google set up that once it's in my calendar, all of my calendars are connected. Once I make, you know, I schedule a thing, I'm gonna get an alert 2 hours before, 1 hour before, and then 30 minutes before. Yes, ADHD can be that bad where I need all those alarms, and I do need them and they do help. Before I just had an hour ahead so I can travel. No, girl, I need 2 hours ahead so I can mentally prepare to leave my house, slowly start getting ready. I have an hour to get ready and then an hour to travel. And then, yeah. It's bad, but like it's necessary and it works for me at least. I don't know. But yeah, that being said, I don't think I'll ever get rid of my analog planners. But using Notion in this way so far, I always get so excited using like new productivity things and like planning stuff. So I don't want to like jinx it, but using it so far has been really helpful for me to see everything. Before I used to have all of these different things. I used to have the manga separate, Midnight Cult task separate, and then online store tasks. Everything would be separate. And it would be such a pain to like try to like sort through all that stuff on Notion. And I don't know, Notion is kind of heavy on my system anyway. So it's like, I really don't need all these things in 3 different locations. I kind of need all these things in one space. So I have a shared calendar where I can see everything. And the calendar that is on Notion will like, it can connect. There's an app with Notion calendar that like it can connect to my Google Calendar, which is my main calendar. And I can see all my tasks on my phone at a glance. And I'm like, you can't beat that. You cannot beat it. So, you know, that's what's happening. I'll get more into the planning stuff. Like if y'all are interested in that. I know for like manga planning stuff, I know people are interested. I've gotten that feedback on Instagram, but if y'all are interested in that, I can make a video about it. This particular template that I'm using on Notion is not my original template. So I don't feel right to give you my template, like how I created it, but like I can give you the original because I didn't really change anything about the functionality of like how I did this. I only added like my weekly to-do list. There's like buttons on, that's the only thing that I changed, but like that's pretty easy to do. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about that. But yeah, let's move on to work and eating before this meeting. Y'all, the meeting went so well. so freaking well. Like I can't even like describe like how well it went. I can't even get into the details, but it went so well. This is meaning like big things, big, very, very big things. Let me turn this music off. But this is like manifestation type, big things that go on. I'm not even Jamaican, bro, but like big stuff happening. Super excited, super humbled, feeling very blessed. Nothing has happened just yet. The seeds of good stuff is being planted. I know I tell y'all that every time, but it works out. It does turn out. It comes out to be true. So I'm very excited for the promise of what this meeting brings. Stay tuned for that. It's gonna be more coming up, y'all. I'm telling y'all, don't sleep. Don't sleep on me. I told people this years ago, don't sleep on me. So excited. Can't wait for y'all to see it.